When it snows, listen to KYW News Radio to find out if schools are closed.
KYW News Radio 1060.
Hollywood Squares, weekday mornings at 10 on Channel 3.
Don't miss The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, with guests Jay Leno and Fred Savage.
We have music, magic, and moi.
I'm Steve Bell. Coming up tonight on Nightcast, gunfire on a Philadelphia playground leaves several teens wounded. We'll have a full report. An aircraft test flight goes awry with a frightening crash landing captured on videotape. David Letterman talks about Pat Sajak and the world at large in a wide-ranging interview you won't want to miss. And Princess Diana wows them in New York City. We'll bring you up to date on the controversial visit on Nightcast coming up tonight at 11.
An hours-old baby abandoned. That story at 11.
You know I need someone.
The most widespread investigation in the history of the record industry is underway right now. Grand juries in New York, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia could turn the tables on fraud and corruption in the music world.
Somebody other than the public are making the choices for them as to what they can hear and what they can buy, and where they can buy it, and how much they're going to pay for it.
New Jersey U.S. Attorney Tom Grealish will take 21 defendants to court this spring in a case that could show a clear connection between the record business and the mob.
Wherever there's a lot of money around is a reasonable degree of likelihood that organized crime will be there.
It all started right here in Derby at this warehouse, the headquarters of John Lamonte's business empire.
Lamont was a big-time record wholesaler who bought a load of some 2 million records from middleman Morris Levy. Lamont was expecting Levy to send him saleable records by people like Elton John, The Who, and Neil Diamond.
Instead, he got truckload after truckload of worthless stuff like these 8-track tapes.
When Lamont refused to pay, Levy allegedly arranged for this man, Gaetano Vestola, to break Lamont's jaw. That's called extortion, and prosecutors say it proves a mob connection since Vestola is a reputed member of the DeCavalcanti crime family. And there may be other mob connections. Prosecutors in New York may be the next to hand down indictments. In addition to organized crime, those grand juries are believed to be looking at other rackets, including payola. Payola dates back to the bandstand era, when radio station disc jockeys took payoffs in return for playing records. Musicians, including Frank Zappa, say payola is still the rule. If you don't pay, your music doesn't get played.
My most recent information was that it was strictly cash, that there were actual dollar values set for how much it would cost you to have a hit in certain cities in the United States. I mean, it was just like a fixed price, and you would give cash and you would get spins, and that was it.
This week, our Channel 10 News investigation has uncovered other rackets we told you about. Local record stores selling promotional records and illegal imports. Counterfeiters allegedly skimming $300 million a year in illegitimate profits. And allegations record companies themselves are doing secret deals, cheating artists like the Beatles out of millions of dollars in royalties. One reason the government is going after corruption is that artists and other apparent victims of fraud can't protect themselves.
There are very few artists who have the patience as well as the money to pursue a worldwide audit of a record company and who are willing to engage in the kind of protracted litigation that would result in their rights being vindicated.
Most artists don't understand enough about economics or normal business practices to survive in that marketplace.
Ultimately, prosecutors believe corruption in the record business not only victimizes artists, it victimizes music lovers, too.
I think the public is being victimized because I think the public is not getting to hear the product that it deserves to hear. Its choices are being limited artificially by outside extraneous forces.
John Lamonte, the government's star witness in the New Jersey case, is now in hiding, and his lawyer says there have been threats on his life. His testimony will be heard when the case goes to court in March. In the meantime, we're developing several other leads in our investigation, and Larry will be bringing you up to date on.
We'll be right back for more of McHale's Navy after this.
Coming up tonight on the 1 hour 10 o'clock news, the last American hostage is finally free. Terry Anderson arrives in Damascus, ending his 6.5 years in captivity.
The Scipio family holds a joyous family reunion as Joseph reveals he only recently learned of his brother's efforts to free him.
And for a few moments today, Center City looked like a winter wonderland. Bill Elias lets us know if there's more white stuff in our forecast.
I'm Jill Chernikov.
I'm Lee McCarthy for all the day's news and a major change on the Flyers. Join us at 10.
What kind of girl is our Doris?
Amazing. A creature with beauty, intelligence, and the hands of a karate expert.
Of course. And she's loving.
Let's put it this way, sir. If I were marooned on a desert island, I'd prefer a coconut to him.
And graceful. The Doris Day Show, weekdays at 2:30 on TGI 61. Weeknights at 11 on TGI 61. If you like being scared, I mean really scared, and you don't mind watching all alone, even if the lights happen to go out, then you're going to love it when the Master of Terror, Boris Karloff, tells you his favorite stories on Thriller. Weeknights at 11 on TGI 61.
Hi, I'm Miss Delaware, Lori Ann Scott. Look for me on Focus Delaware this week. Host Bob Weiner and I will discuss my exciting preparations for the Miss America pageant next month in Atlantic City. In addition, you'll learn all about the wonderful activities waiting for you through the Delaware Nature Education Society and much more. So join me this Saturday at 10:30 p.m. and again on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on WTGI Channel 61.
She's not going to take it anymore during Give 'em Nell Week. All next week on Gimme a Break, here on Philly 57.
Superstation, Philly 57.
Sybil Shepherd and Jan Michael Vincent star in The Aliens Return. Sunday at 2 on Philly 57. Philadelphia, start your engines. You're going on the road with Burt Reynolds. Plus, you'll see two priests in a Ferrari.
Hey, what are they taking, the bingo money home?
A secret agent. A souped-up chic. The latest Japanese technology. Sex.
You haven't seen our equipment.
Violence. And, of course...
I am Captain Chaos.
Who are these people?
These guys are cannonballers.
Cannonball Run. Sunday at 6 on Philly 57.
I'm sort of an investigator.
The private eye who tackles only the impossible crimes.
Maybe the horse did it. Maybe he was dead when I threw him in the stall.
He's compassionate.
You're out of your gourd.
He's cool.
You're kidding.
He's the best in the business.
Hold that thought.
George Papard is Banachek.
Tonight at 8 on Philly 57.
They're cloning the Munsters.
You rascal.
In the Munsters' Revenge.
Gee whiz.
America's most wanted family.
We've got the Munster gang in custody. We've been accused of terrorizing a city.
It's Sid Caesar's case of mistaken monstrosities.
No, that's no dummy. That's my wife.
They're on the lam.
Are my seams straight?
And in a jam that drives the cops crazy.
It's kind of fun.
The Munsters' Revenge.
Sunday at 6 on Philly 57.
Customer satisfaction.
Have you joined the Philly 57 McDonald's Kids Club yet? A whole bunch of prizes and surprises are waiting for you.
Our very own TV! The toys we've always wanted.
Tickets to my favorite amusement park. A trip to Disney World.
Not only do Kids Club members win great prizes, but they get special discounts at lots of great places throughout the year.
How do we join?
To join the Kids Club and get special surprises all year long, just stop by your nearest McDonald's to pick up your official Philly 57 McDonald's Kids Club membership card and registration form. Mail in the registration form to become an active member and win great prizes on Philly 57 every morning and afternoon beginning in September. Right now, you can use your Kids Club card to get $2 off children's admission at Hershey Park all summer long. Stop by McDonald's today to pick up your card and tell your friends to join too. Keep watching Philly 57 to find out all the great things you can get just by being a member of the Philly 57 McDonald's Kids Club.
And now, let's get back to the Rocky and Bullwinkle Marathon.
Did it jog your memory if you saw somebody walking around this mall with moose antlers sticking out of their head, wouldn't it?
Right, yeah.
If you see that, would you come back and tell me? Because I'm looking for that person.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure enough.
Okay, we're here asking questions. Do you remember the Bullwinkle and Rocky show?
Sure do, yeah.
Watch it a lot, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Really liked it?
I loved it. I
Enough
used to watch
to
every day.
steal the tapes?
Steal the tapes?
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Do you know anything about the tapes? Oh. You don't know anything about the missing tapes?
I'm sorry, no.
Okay, thanks
I
a lot.
don't know that they were on that train with Boris and Natasha. I don't know any of that. See, they paid me not to tell. They paid me not to
Be one of the other stations. Or better yet, someone was stealing all the Bullwinkle tapes from around the country and keeping them, like the Bullwinkle episode Box Top Robbery. Well, at that moment, the phone rang. Hello?
This is Natasha Fatal, darling. I understand you're looking for lost Rocky and Bullwinkle tapes. Well, Boris and I have them. And if you ever want to see Moose and Squirrel again, you must meet our demands. If show is big success, Philly 57 must agree to air more Bullwinkle shows in future. Boris and I figure with the new popularity of show, we will become big American TV stars and make big money.
Well, there you have it. Boris and Natasha were the culprits who heisted the tapes. And doesn't it figure? Well, Philly 57 agreed to their terms. So if you enjoyed tonight's Rocky and Bullwinkle Marathon, let us know about it. And you'll see more Rocky and Bullwinkle in the future right here on Philly 57. Of course, you'll be seeing Boris and Natasha, too. Thanks so much for joining us on our Rocky and Bullwinkle Marathon. I'm Kim Martin. You have a good night. Weekdays at 5:30.
Wait a minute, this is no time to visit your mother. Jeannie?
Jeannie always gets her own